Hey, I'm Arthur Hardy, back for another segment to tell you everything you want to know about Mardi Gras. I'm often asked, what's so special about Mardi Gras parades? How are they different than like the Macy's parade in New York on Thanksgiving Day, or the Rose Parade in Pasadena on New Year's Day? And I tell them, this is what makes them different. We give free gifts to the crowd called throws. You're not a spectator at a Mardi Gras parade. It's a crowd participation event, thanks to the millions of dollars worth of items that are tossed to the people who say, throw me something, mister, or if it's a female parade, throw me something, sister. The custom began a long time ago. Nobody knows exactly when. Probably in the 1890s they were tossing maybe candy off floats. But in 1921, the Rex Parade kind of institutionalized tradition. And how do we know? The 1920 parade photos, everybody's looking at the floats. 1921, they've got their hands up. And every year since, items have come off the floats. Now, when I was growing up in the 50s and 60s, you were lucky to catch 2 or 3 items in a whole parade. And they were novelty items, little cardboard cigars. We used to call these Chinese finger torches, little fans, whistles, chalk figures, just strictly nondescript fun items that kids could enjoy. The most collectible item were glass beads. And these are still very, very valuable, especially if they still have the tag made in Czechoslovakia. Some were also made in Japan and in China. And they were kind of neat because women could wear them. In 1960, the Rex organization, although they didn't know it at the time, gave birth to an entire industry of crew signature throws. These are called doubloons, or aluminum coins, with the crest of the organization and the founding date on one side, and the parade theme and date of that parade on the other. And eventually every organization would throw these, so much so that doubloon shops popped up all over town, price guides, and people started collecting these. Last year for Fox 8, I had the opportunity to interview one such collector. He's kind of a crazy guy. You'll love him. His name is Iggy Christiana, and wait till you see his collection.
And I checked it about 2 years ago. I think I have about 251 binders, and it's 62,000 doubloons. It's ridiculous. My mother, who hated it, said if it wasn't for the doubloons, the house would float away. The access to the doubloons are a lot easier this way.
But what keeps Iggy busy these days is sorting and organizing doubloons for a local company that sells them to collectors on eBay.
He asked me about 3 years ago, could you sort them for me? And I said, yes. I don't regret it, but it's gone on 3 years and I'm still doing it. Every container's labeled so that if you needed an Amore or a Carrollton doubloon from a particular year, you can look this up, go right to it, and pull what you need.
Now, doubloons are not the only collectible that have the crew's name on it. In 1978, a guy named Jimmy Clark came up with the first useful throw, a coaster. And there are other items now that you can use or at least enjoy, including Mardi Gras cups, again, with the logo on it and perhaps the date of the parade. We've got everything from bracelets to crew emblem beads. This actually lights up. It's a flambeau. Footballs. We've got plush toys. These are neat. They're called stress dolls. You squeeze them and it relieves all your tension. They come in every possible size and shape. And some of these are very expensive to buy, and we throw millions of these things into the crowd every year. Now, the most collectible items are these special things that really got started, well, a long time ago. I should start with Zulu. Back in the 19-teens, started throwing coconuts. They have an African motif, so it made a lot of sense, and this is still probably the most collectible item in all of Carnival. But parades like Muses, a ladies' parade, so what do? Hand-decorated shoes. These aren't thrown, they're lightly tossed. Crew of Carrollton has decorated shrimp boots. Nick's, their thing, of decorated purses. You can go on and on. Every crew has something going for it now, and the idea is to catch a one-of-a-kind item that has the name of the organization on it, and you cannot possibly go home from a Mardi Gras parade empty-handed unless you're just not trying. I know some riders who will spend more than $5,000 of free gifts to people they don't even know, and we've got to wear a mask so they don't even know who you are. Recently, there's been a new movement in New Orleans to try to have more environmentally friendly or biodegradable throws, And also recycling has become real big. Several organizations have partnered with the Arc of New Orleans and with St. Michael's Special School, that after the parades, these beads and other throw items are brought to them. They clean them up, package them, and sell them next year. Really a good thing, and we hope more and more organizations will do that. We're going to have many more items to show you from my personal memorabilia collection and other neat things you know to enjoy Mardi Gras to the fullest. Let me know what you think. Remember to subscribe and share and get ready for another happy Mardi Gras.